welcome to, well, a Magically video. Not a stream, it's a video, woohoo! But the reason is I've just finished doing my NASCAR Heat 2 stream, and a viewer pointed out a very good question. Well, my OBS settings, what are they? Because I agree, they used to be really laggy, and now they run really well. How is that? Now, I did watch a couple of tutorials to get them that way, but there was one crucial setting which those tutorials did not tell me about. So that is what I'm going to be telling you guys about, because you know my tutorials are pretty good. I mean, my channel is not known for tutorials, it's known for gaming, but I thought, oh, what the heck, whatever. So, settings. So, let's get started. Now, you will see this OBS window like constantly recurring in the background. Nothing you can do about that, unfortunately. I'll just bring it over so you don't see it. So, first of all, well, these general things, first of all, as well, get this clear as well, a lot of these settings require OBS Studio, not OBS Classic. I will make that clear. OBS Studio, okay? So this is just all that whatever. So that's the stream key. Don't reveal your stream key, by the way. Otherwise, anyone can stream on your channel. So basically, yeah. So this is the streaming page. Now I'm going to be showing you streaming. All right. There is a basic bit on recording, basic bit. And again, I will briefly go over recording, but streaming is what I'll go over most. Okay. Now, first of all, you got your bit rate. Now that is half of what your house Wi-Fi internet speed is. Do an internet speed check. I've done mine. Now, ideally, my bitrate should be, calculated by YouTube and by me, about 4,500. The reason I have it lower is because sometimes Colour Factory likes to play Fortnite or do a stream, and that means that my Wi-Fi is taken away from it. So it's always a good idea. I put it down even more, and even today, that bitrate is tested. So always, be a bit safe with it. Now, keyframe interval. Now, YouTube, I'm not sure, I didn't do this on OBS Studio, but on OBS Classic, it said that YouTube likes to run with a keyframe interval of 4, but it tends to lag it out. Keep it on 0. Now, CPU usage preset, if you have a decent CPU, what I do not have a decent CPU, put it that way. I only have an Intel Pentium. It's not great. But using the NVIDIA control panel with my good NVIDIA graphics card, I've handled all the games. I've said to the games, no, you run off the graphics card, the processor can handle other stuff. So, no matter what processor you have, as long as you've got a decent graphics card there, you don't even need that much. Just, make sure it's on X264, which is obviously I can't change it at the moment because I'm streaming, but NVIDIA NVENC you can change it to. Make sure this output mode is on advanced as well, but I like to keep it at 2500 streaming and X264, okay? And the CPU usage presets at ultra fast. Profile, keep that on high. The tune, you don't need any of that. And then recording. Again, the recording, the bitrate is the only thing different here. Bitrate when it comes to recording, because you're not doing it off Wi-Fi, you're doing it to your computer, doesn't matter. But do keep a note that the higher the bitrate now, okay? The higher the bitrate, the larger the file size is going to be at the end. So don't put in some stupid big number. I find a byte between 5,000 and 10,000 to be the best quality. Now, moving on to, that's just audio, so that's all fine. The video. Now, I like to use bicubic downscale filter, but I don't actually downscale my resolution, so that doesn't matter. And again, when it comes to FPS, some games like OMSI lag unless they're in 48 FPS. Other games such as iRacing lag unless they're in 60 FPS. So my recommendation is always keep it 60 if you can, or 48. They're my two recommendations for you guys, okay? And then the hotkeys, that's fine. Now this is where it gets quite big. This is where all the important stuff happens. This is the majorly important setting. it's the process priority. This is the most important setting because the video I watched said set it to normal or below normal depending on your CPU. Whatever you do, set it to high. Sometimes it can make the video slightly pixely, I found, depending on the game, but please set it to high. This is why I watched a ton of tutorials, 4 different tutorials, and every single one of them said, set that to normal or below normal. And I played a bunch of games and I was like, what? It's still lagging! Which is why I wanted to make my own tutorial. Have it on high. It's way better. And then the renderer, keep that at DirectX. Colour format, that's always NV12. And now these two as well. These are quite important. You want to keep them as they are. The YUV colour space, keep that at 709. And the colour range, keep that at full. Because it means that all the colours are available to your monitor. Meaning that OBS doesn't have to do any changes to the quality of the colour or anything, meaning that you get a much smoother recording. That is really important, again, the colouring. So that is it, really. If you want to slow down the stream, not the stream, if you want to slow down the video so you can make a bit more sense of what I've just said, I'm pretty sure I have made some good sense of it. But please feel free to just watch it in small bits. And yeah, so the most important setting out of all of this is the process priority. Always put it on high. And then another important thing to note, when it comes to streaming, keep your bitrate below your internet speed, otherwise you will end up with laggy recording. Also, try and keep your CPU usage preset as high as it can, and depending on whether you've got a better graphics or CPU, change your encoder. Now my encoder, even though I have a much better graphics card, I tell my graphics card to manage the game so that my processor can get on and manage the recording and do a very good job of it. So that is all my tips. Again, there are many different themes. I use dark personally. But yeah, that is my tips for having a very, very smooth OBS. I mean, hopefully this works for you. Please say in the comments if it works for you. As you can see in my recent streams, it has worked magic on my streams. So hopefully it can work magic on your streams, your recordings, and make your channel a lot better than it used to be. I'm not saying it was bad in the first place. Do get that straight. I'm just saying that it makes it better. I'm not saying that your channel is bad. Anyone who might get offended, but never mind. So that is it. My tips for how to run your OBS smoothly. Now please take note, OBS Studio, not OBS Classic. This needs to be done with OBS Studio because certain certain settings are only available on OBS Studio. Okay? That's it. Thank you for watching this short tutorial. I hope it helps you so much. I'll see you in the next stream/video on the Mad Chili channel. Thank you and bye.